Hello YouTube, my name's Nero, and today we use some Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, and here are the map walkthroughs for the new Havoc DLC. We got a nice Christmas tree right there. How we're going to do this, and how I usually do these videos, is basically every time a new DLC comes out, I will do a live walkthrough of all the maps, giving my first impressions of the map, and basically showing you guys every square inch of the maps. And actually, for people that play on the PlayStation 3 or on the PlayStation 4 that have to wait a month to be able to get the DLC, it's kind of nice to be able to see every little nook and cranny of the map before you even get to play it, which is definitely helpful and give you a bit of an advantage, which is definitely kind of nice. Here we are on the map Drift. In this video, we're going to be covering two different maps. We're going to be covering Drift as well as Sideshow, and tomorrow we're going to be doing another video covering the other two maps. Hopefully you guys will all sit back, relax, and enjoy that. I've changed it around a little bit here, so I've basically gone into Domination, of course, in a private match here with unlimited time, and I made it so the round doesn't switch. As we've learned from the trailers, this hill right here is going to be hit by an avalanche. I wonder if it's still going to happen without the round switch. I wonder if it's still going to happen with the fact that we're going to go ahead and have like unlimited time here in this lobby. So I have to see how that's going to go down, but this is basically the street that looks like it's going to be affected by the avalanche. We're going to be seeing, hopefully, the avalanche go off and whether or not it's actually going to affect this area, because right now, basically, Drift is like a ski resort, right? I believe it's set in the Rocky Mountains, and it looks very nice. First and foremost, first impression, it looks great, but the street I'm on right now, you look at the mini-map, it's basically the entire left portion of the map. It's basically filled with a bunch of little kiosks, a bunch of little areas for you to buy and sell stuff, and look here, you got like toys. Actually, I think it says toys right there, and what's this say right here? Treats. Ooh, fancy stuff. What's this say? Happy holidays. All right. It's weird how it kind of like blurs by ADS, like a different side of it. But yeah, this is a street that apparently will be affected. You can see the snow coming down off the hill right there. It's kind of nice. It looks beautiful. I gotta say, it's a very nice looking map. You got little Christmas trees. We have some ambient music, some outdoor mall kind of like Christmassy style music. It's kind of interesting they have that, especially for a DLC that's coming out on the back end of January to have a Christmas themed map, but it's still kind of cool nonetheless. Reminds me a little bit of the Winter Crash from Call of Duty 4, which is definitely a really cool map. Oh boy, on the roof. Don't kill me. I'm too young. I'm too pretty. I'm just a young boy. Oh no, there I go. Alright, that was pretty cool. Let's see. Over there on the left side of the map, that's what was affected by the avalanche. Let's see whether or not that avalanche, how it's going to affect the map. Alright, so all those pretty little things are gone. They're all gone. You can still hear the music though, but you also hear the electric wires kind of goofing up, and you can see it's not as clustered anymore. It's basically one just giant hill. The A flag is unaffected, which is nice. I was wondering whether or not the A flag would be affected by this. Wow, that's actually pretty cool. Here's where one of the little kiosks was. Look at this. Alright, I gotta say, that was pretty cool. I was waiting for that. The timing couldn't have been better. The timing couldn't have been better. So let's go inside here. We're heading in towards the middle of the map right now. You see my little arrow there on the mini-map. We're heading inside here. Nice little snowboard shop. Reminds me a bit of that map from Black Ops 2, which the name is escaping me, to be perfectly honest, but it reminds me of that map a little bit. Here's the infamous carousel, where they showed off in the trailer, where everyone's like, I'm just gonna lay down here and let off 360 degrees of carnage, which inevitably is just gonna end up getting you shot, probably, because you're right in the very middle of the map on a giant lit up thing that's spinning. Chances are you're probably gonna get shot a lot. But there are reindeer. Now, can I ride the reindeer? Oh, you can ride the reindeer. Alright, I have a feeling my first couple multiplayer matches on this map are going to involve people trying to ride the reindeer. But that's still kind of funny regardless. Alright, so here we are in the very middle of the map, the central area, the plaza, if you will. It involves this carousel. It also has this little kiosk. It looks like a little fireplace area. I like this. This is like a little lodge. Okay, do we actually have names? Here's the question. Do we have names? I can't see. I removed too quickly to see the names of the deer they took out. But all the deer look awful similar. Did you find triplets? Perhaps. I think they may have. But yeah, it's a fire. Very, very nice. That's a power next gen right there, ladies and gentlemen. That's a power of next gen. This is the whole central area. Of course, you get on top of this roof right here. Now, there is a center. Yeah, this must be the center point of the map they were talking about that you have to try to control. Or maybe I'm wrong. We'll have to see. And here we are with that jump. Alright, so B flag is actually going to be up here. Very interesting indeed, because you think of just what you can do with that B flag, right? There's a little bit of cover for the B flag, and this thing moves me while I stand on it, but there's a little bit of cover for the B flag right there and right there. But let's say, for example, somebody is over here. This is what I would have done back in Call of Duty 4 when I first started playing. I'd basically go to the edge of the map and I would snipe. You think of snipers or assault rifle players, things like that, just laying on this hill trying to watch the B flag. It could definitely seem like it could work out a little bit, but at the same time, you get people rushing you from that side. You've got people that can come at you from the middle. You got people coming at you from that way, and of course all the way over here. So there's 4 ways to get over here towards the A flag. So because of that, we'll have to see whether or not, damn, I can't jump, whether or not that's actually going to become an issue trying to get this B flag. It doesn't look like it's going to be a highly contested area. It's in an elevated position. It's a very enclosed room, but at the exact same time, it has a bunch of spots that can actually shoot at it. Let's break that glass and hop down here. So now we are on the other half of the map. If you look at the map, you can basically break down into 3 lanes. There's the middle, there's the left side where the avalanche happened towards the A flag, as well as there's this, what I'm going to call the right side, which is basically the side with the C flag. So we have this entire area here. It's kind of broken down into 3 long lanes, which I gotta say, I like the idea of the 3 long lanes. I think that's, damn, windows. I can't even tell they're windows. I'd make a bad bird. You know those Windex commercials where a bird flies into the window because it's so clear? I would be the bird that flies into a bunch of windows. I can never tell if there's a window somewhere or not. It's really kind of annoying. But here we are in this little room. All right, so you can shoot some people from here, I suppose. The door is open. It's definitely accessible. It's also going to take you into here, which I guess this is more or less the mall area, which I have a feeling, if this is a big building, it might be a big portion of the map, might be a big focal point of the map that people like to go to. Once again, coming back down here, down these stairs, right there's where we just were. And you can go upstairs here. And yeah, check that out. Hey, here's another Christmas tree that's unaffected by the avalanche, which is nice to see. Let's continue on, running around, and go back towards the middle, I suppose. We go back towards the middle a little bit. Oops, somebody's online. Who's online? My brother's online. We go inside here towards the middle, and now we're heading back towards the carousel. And I'm feeling like we're seeing almost all the things there is to see about this map. They said there's a big focal point that people are fighting for, and I feel so. Were they talking about the B flag, or is there something I'm missing? I think there's some stuff I'm missing. Nope, here's the snowboard shop. We were in here earlier. Remember that? We came here in the snowboard shop, then we came outside here, and then we came downstairs, and then we saw the carousel. So we were here earlier. I'm trying to see if there's any other areas that we may have missed. There's the fireplace room. Now, can we get up here? Interesting question. Nope, doesn't seem like we can there. I wonder if there's other areas that we can actually access, and let me see if we can get to some different spots. Of course, there's this building over here that I don't think we looked at. There's also this entire train car. Is it possible that this train opens? It doesn't look like it might, but we'll have to see. We'll have to see. I think we can definitely get inside this building right here. It's glass, of course, but we can just jump right through that, and here we are at this little watchtower, which could be nice, I suppose. You can do a little bit of defending of the B flag from here, as well as get quite a good shot, I suppose, especially with this giant window right there, trying to get people out of that main little mall area, that kind of idea. So perhaps that will become a thing. Let's go up and down this street a little bit, because I don't think there's some things we've seen, like there's this little tourism room right here, which is going to take you more towards the middle once again, towards the carousel. There's a lot of very identifiable landmarks on this map, which I definitely think is a good thing. You can kind of tell where you're going, what's going on with it. The Drift River Lodge, and we come in here. This is basically a little fireplace area. So, I'm not noticing a giant focal point that they were talking about during the trailer. I'm assuming that they were talking about the B flag when they were talking about that, just with the way it's set up and with the fact that it's in that tower. I have a feeling that is going to be the area people are going to be fighting for, I suppose, maybe because it's in the very middle of the map. But I gotta say, if it's not domination, I don't see too much benefit from being up here in this giant exposed, enclosed room. I don't really see a giant benefit of that. Perhaps if I were to walk in here, nope, doesn't look like anything you can do with that door, so perhaps I'm just stupid, perhaps I'm missing something, but I really feel as though that's all there really is to see of the map. It feels like we've covered just about all of it. Here we are once again back within the mall. We have a nice little gift shop right here with little nooks and crannies right there, and of course you got the, I guess this is a map of the Rocky Mountain slopes. Okay, very generic name, but still, it works, I gotta say, it definitely works. And here we are running around the edges. Let's do a quick run around the entirety of the map, like the entire edges, so you guys can see where we're at. So right now we're back here once again towards the A flag, or it's actually this building right here. Did I cover this building? Did I cover this little building? I don't think I did. All right, so we go back out here towards the A flag, and here we are. Ooh, let's see here. We can get up here. Oh, there's barriers. There's barriers, ladies and gentlemen, that won't allow you to go up on top of that mountain, which is probably for the best, to be perfectly honest. But here we are once again towards the A flag, running around all the way out here. Now, let's see if we can run in here. We can, of course. And can we break this glass? No. Here's a pro tip. If the glass has this little hexagon, no, I don't know the name of that shape, and I feel like I should. But regardless, if you have those on the windows, then the window cannot be broken. But the gift shop got ruined. It's ruined. It's ruined. Look at that. There's even stains on the snow from the trees falling down. Oh, that's realism. That is next gen. Can we break this? Yes, we can. All right. Oh, we can't go in. I was going to say we can go in there and hide with the mannequins, pretend you're a mannequin a little bit. Maybe get some easy kills. Probably not, but still. Let's continue our journey walking around the edges of the map. We got these little, I don't even know, little buses, little snow cabs with snowboards on the side. We got these down here. And of course, you can run over this way towards the road closed, or you can go over on this little hill area. You got this little tiny little shop here. What are we selling here? Cookies? Those look delicious. Oh, we got croissants, and oh, we got a little bakery right here. I like that. I like that. It's a nice touch, Sledgehammer. It's a nice touch. And I'll take you into this building that we came through earlier, and we're on top of the train that I don't believe you can actually access. Oh, and there's also this little building right here, which is going to take you up towards B. And I believe, yes, you can go underneath right here into these lockers. I don't think I showed you guys the lockers. That's why I try to do in these videos, to show you just about everything there is to really see of the maps. You got this little tiny area right here. Oh, this is where we buy coffee. I see, coffee beans right there. Very, very nice touch. Very nice touch. And let's go inside this building and just try and verify that we cannot actually make our way into the train cars whatsoever. And it doesn't look like we can. Doesn't look like we can. Looks like here we are just with the back in the mall area of the map. And that's really all there is to see of this map, I believe. I believe, ladies and gentlemen, that is the map Drift. I gotta say, I kind of like the way the flags are set up. They're set up almost in a triangular pattern, and I like the triangle patterns. They're okay. I guess technically I could go either way with the maps. The domination flags could be in a straight line. They could be in a triangle pattern. It really doesn't matter to me. But yes, let's get on top of this roof, just for the sake of being on top of the roof and running around on roofs. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait. What? It's not breaking the glass, but my paintball bullets are going through. All right then. All right then. That doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. I was sitting here thinking maybe we can get up into here, into this little walkway up here. Maybe that's a whole new portion of the map that I'd yet to discover, but it doesn't appear we can do that. And word to the wise, I guess your bullets go right through the glass. They make a mark on the glass, as well as they make a mark on the ceiling in there, which is definitely kind of weird. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, back to the carousel, back on top of our reindeer. Come here, you. Alright, that, ladies and gentlemen, is the map Drift. I hope you guys all enjoyed this walkthrough, and stay tuned for the next walkthrough. We're going to be going through the map Sideshow, which is apparently based upon people's nightmares. Hope you guys all enjoyed, and I will catch you guys on the other side. And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we are on the map Sideshow. Now, the first thing I noticed upon signing in here, upon loading up this map and checking out, is if you check out the mini-map, it's actually a very small map. I feel as though this is going to be the small map of the DLC. It definitely looks tiny. This map is based upon people's nightmares, apparently. It's an abandoned inn in Wyoming, right next to Devil's Tower, something along those lines, which might be that thing right there. But yes, it's apparently abandoned. Apparently, it's very creepy. It's an abandoned motel, and I like that. I like the theme of it. And I gotta say, first thing you notice when you log in here is you basically see the sun, the way the sun's coming down, the fact that we're in this nice, warm, bright desert environment. I like that. It's definitely a nice change of pace from some of the other maps within the game. So the big thing about this map is actually going to be this sign. This sign is apparently going to be, the clown guy is apparently going to occasionally just take off his hat, and he's going to shoot these rainbow-colored bombs all around the map that players can pick up and throw at each other. Now, once again, I'm in a private match. I have unlimited time on, as well as I have the round switches and domination turned off, so I'm not entirely positive whether or not he's actually going to do that. I may need to actually be able to kill bots or something like that to be able to acquire like a map-based kill streak for that to actually happen. I'm not entirely positive how that's going to go down, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and try to cover this map the best way I know how. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to cover what I call the top portion of the map. You see the C flag there all the way over to where I'm at. That's basically going to be a top portion of the map, and we're going to try and cover that. So first and foremost, let's go over here towards the C flag. Now, the C flag itself seems like it's in kind of a dirty area. You have this ice cream truck, I believe it is, which has been there for quite a long time, as it's half buried into the ground now, as well as it's covered with a bunch of sewage, and we got flies and dirt and garbage and stuff like that all around. Now we come over here, it's basically going to look like an abandoned trailer. Can we get inside the creepy trailer? That is the question. Actually, I can't even tell what's in there. Actually, it's some kind of machine or something. I think it's from a train car. But yeah, apparently we can't actually get in there. We just captured the C flag. Right over here is where we actually ended up spawning in, which is kind of nice. I suppose you spawn all the way back here, and there's actually really loud noise behind me. What is that? Oh, it would be this giant machine right here. All right then. It's a carnival of carnage. Apparently, the sign's moving, guys. I don't know what we're supposed to do with the sign. Oh no, is he gonna take off his hat? Don't you dare take off your hat. Okay, he took off the hat. Oh, the thing. Oh, the bomb's coming out. Let's go get it. Rainbow bomb. It's over here by the ice cream truck. All right, rainbow bomb. All right. So I now have a rainbow bomb. Does the fuse ever go? Oh, he's still shooting. Oh, he's still shooting. Oh boy, more rainbow bombs. Now, forget the map walkthrough here for a moment. We're going to be throwing around some rainbow bombs. Rainbow bomb! Oh, that's awesome! Now, where are the other bombs? Where are the other bombs? I think he's done. You put his hat back on? Oh, the bombs. Okay, if the bombs don't actually get picked up, they just blow up. Okay, so I feel so I'm going to be walking around this map just trying to get to a flag or something like that. I'm just going to get blown up randomly. That sounds like fun. Alright, but that ended up happening. That was some good timing, I suppose. Let's go back here and cover this. So basically we have some abandoned buildings, abandoned train cars, like mining stuff, little materials like that over here on the top portion of the map. Now, of course, there's this... Why are you still laughing, you clown? Oh my goodness. Of course, you can go underground here, and it'll take you over here. Is he shooting more bombs? He's still shooting bombs. Is that like just a regular occurrence on this map? There's just going to be bombs flying around everywhere. That could be really fun or really annoying. I'm not entirely positive which one's going to be. But we have this really creepy looking clown guy right here. And of course, we're going through some garbage. As well as apparently there is this entire little side... I hesitate to call it an underground area, but it almost feels like an underground area in some ways, taking you around the map. Quit your laughing, Mr. Clown. What is wrong with you? No wonder this place is abandoned. Nobody wanted to see you. Goodness. Sitting there shooting bombs every... Look at the... It's so distracting. It is so distracting. Alright, but... I guess we'll make our way towards the middle part of the map. A and B seem to be very close together, as well as they seem to really kind of engulf this entire area. So let's go ahead and start checking out some stuff here. So we took that little underground, little sneaky passage, which is right here. We took that over here. It takes us next to the car wash, which there are still some cars here, although they are very old clown cars, it would appear, that still have water bottles in them. Oh, no, that's not a water bottle. That's actually the shift. Okay, never mind. I thought it was a water bottle. I thought that'd be kind of weird. $3 to wash your car. That's not too bad, actually. It's actually more expensive where I live. Alright, so let's go through here. This car is actually... Once again, it's probably a clown car. Stop your shooting, please! Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh, yes, we can get up here. Alright, I see that. Okay. Note to self, don't hang out by the car wash because the bombs will blow up the cars. Alright, that's definitely noted. Definitely noted. Now, here's a question. Yes, okay, I was wondering if we can get on top of this river. Apparently we can. The B flag itself is right here next to the very, very, very annoying clown sign right there. You can capture B. You have a little bit of cover in the form of this truck, which looks like something ripped right out of the game Big Mother Truckers, who played that game back on the PlayStation 2. That was definitely a fun game, but yes, that truck is here, and that's going to provide you a little bit of cover when trying to capture the B flag. Like, for example, you could lay down right here, or for example, if you're on the other side, you could also capture it from right here. You have a little bit of cover, but not really a whole lot, especially considering the fact that you're right next to the actual motels themselves. There's a bunch of stuff going around here, and I have a feeling B flag is going to be very contested on this map. Oh, let's go grab a bomb. I want a bomb. I want a bomb. I have a bomb. And I'm going to go throw it at the stupid sign. Wow, apparently they don't arc very well. They don't arc very well at all. Alright, now let's go inside. Let's explore a little bit of these motels. So, I have a feeling something's going to happen on this TV. What's happening on that TV? I'm backing up. I'll kill you. I'll shoot you dead, TV. Something happens. One move. One move. Okay, you can't blow up the TV. I just don't like staticky TVs. I feel as though something's going to happen. Alright, we got random debris and stuff flying through. No wonder this place is abandoned, man. Look at this. The claw machine's broken. They took all the loots, although all the loots, I suppose, are just all over the walls and stuff. Who is this creepy guy? What is he doing here? I have no idea. This is weird. Okay. Are you supposed to, like, take my order? You're one of those things that you can punch and you fall back up. Yeah! He does it. Hold on here. Oh, no, they won't let me through. You can only shoot him. But yeah, these things basically, these were popular, I think, in the 90s or so, maybe even the 80s. You punch them or you push them or whatever, they basically fall down and they come right back up with the way they're balanced. And you can actually do that by shooting it with paint, which is pretty kind of funny, I think. I'm just looking around here, trying to see if there's anything else really interesting in this room besides that creepy little clown right there. It doesn't look super creepy, I suppose. Let's go upstairs, because we basically covered almost, I believe we covered the entirety of the downstairs. There's a little tiny kiddie pool right here that you can hang out in, I suppose. But we covered the entirety of the downstairs here. Let's go upstairs and see if we can actually go anywhere. It doesn't look like we can actually get inside upstairs anywhere here. Where in the world did I just land? Oh, I'm on a slanted roof. Okay. Yeah, so you can get on top of the roof here. And of course, we already showed it earlier. But yes, you can get on top of the roof over here as well. Let's check out the inside of this motel. There's no door right here. That's room 104. This is apparently some kind of love shack, I suppose. Oh, listen to the music. Aw, why do you need to have a love room? And like nothing just gets me going like a clown clock and freaking pictures of clowns next to my bed. Like, what is with this? Why would this even be a thing? But there's a rotating bed that apparently you can get on top of. And yes, ladies and gentlemen, the rotating bed is going to spin you around. I am not spinning. It is them making me spin. So, that's a thing. There's a rotating bed. Alright. What we got over here? Is this just a desk, which apparently you're allowed to mantle, and you can... Oh, I figured you could punch this at least. Apparently not. Wonder what happens if you shoot it. Nothing seems to happen really if you shoot it. Of course, there's this little back area right here, because it has been... It's been abandoned for quite some time. This was once the bathroom. That was once a toilet. That was once a sink. And that was once a mirror. But, yeah. So, let's see here. What have we not really covered of the map? We've seen some things that I definitely want to explore. But I feel so we're covering the bulk of the map. Like, can we get on top of this? No. Apparently, you get out of bounds if you try and get on top of that. Now, this is another portion of the map. It is a little trail or railroad tracks right here that you can go along, and of course this little rock you can go behind. And once again, I try to cover just about the entirety of the map when I do these walkthroughs. I want to try and show you every little square inch of the map. Hopefully I won't miss anything. Welcome to Devil's Tower, National Monument, Wyoming. So yes, that is Devil's Tower, that big thing. Alright, well that makes sense. I actually didn't know about Devil's Tower, but then again, I guess it's just a giant little dirt mountain out in Wyoming. Here's a bathroom. Alright, what is going to be creepy about the bathroom? Something's gotta be creepy, right? Right? Alright, check. Aha! Oh god. Oh god. It's hard to tell. I'm nearly 100. There's a clown in there. There's a clown in the stall. And there's cockroaches. There's also a clown. And more cockroaches. Now, it doesn't appear to be any other clowns in the stalls. I never understood the urinals that go all the way to the ground. Now, the question is, do we get the clown to come out? Ah! Well, that was kind of a fail. Can I punch that? There's most certainly a clown in there. Can't really see him that well. I'm worried he's going to jump at me. But it doesn't appear to be like he's going to. There is definitely a clown. You see his nose and his face and his hat. I saw it in his creepy hand. I saw it because of the feet. There's definitely a clown in the bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. Now, that was the men's room. What's going on over here in the women's bathroom? Whoa. I didn't know what that was. Apparently, it was debris. Okay, so here we are in the women's bathroom. Now, the question is, one, there's a leak. But two, is there a lady clown?
They're hurting. Keep hitting them.
Shut up. You're breaking my immersion, mister. They're hurting. Keep hitting them. I don't feel as though there's a lady clown. There is cockroaches. Confirmed cockroaches. But I don't believe there's actually anything else of note in here. Now, women's exit. Oh, really? Is this where we exit, huh? You can, of course, get on top of the roofs here, as you can with most things in Advanced Warfare. You can jump around, do your business. You got this little thing right here that you can get on top of. Maybe use as makeshift cover for B, but I doubt that would work out very well for you. You shut up. I hate this clown. I hate him. 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 Don't like him at all. Just keep shooting bombs everywhere that people can pick up and throw at you. And I have a feeling I'm not going to enjoy the map because of that. I have a feeling I'm going to be trying to capture a flag. Somebody's going to be running around with a bomb. They're just going to throw the bomb at B. And it's going to be like one-man army danger close from Modern Warfare 2 all over again. I gotta say, the map itself, it looks nice. I like the theme of the map, I suppose. It's supposed to be a creepy theme. There are some creepy things about the map, but I don't necessarily agree with what they said in the trailer. This is based upon people's nightmares, because nothing's too nightmare-y here. It does have the abandoned theme. I like the abandoned theme. It definitely does feel abandoned. It feels like it's been gone for quite a long time. But the sign really kind of annoys me. And just I'm worried that the bombs are really going to make the map feel like, I don't know, I'm just not going to enjoy it as much. Apparently, I don't actually have unlimited time on anymore since I actually switched maps. Apparently that's a thing, but that's good. It's okay. It ends up working out because I feel as though I've covered just about the entirety of that map as well as the map drift. Well, I hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a ring where you guys feel it deserves. And in tomorrow's video, because keep in mind this is the third video I've uploaded today, we're going to be doing the rest of the maps tomorrow. So if I go here to the maps and the bonus maps, we're going to be covering the maps core as well as urban in tomorrow's video, as well as of course doing Dear Nero, the weekly Q&A I do here on my channel. So hope you guys all enjoyed this video, and if you did, please be sure to leave a ring where you guys feel it deserves. Hope you guys have a wonderful day.